And welcome in. It is Live at 9 with James Phillips. And this morning, special guest is Andrea Phillips. You see her on here usually about once a week on Wednesdays. It's her day to come in, and we usually have something that's important to us that we talk about. And we'll do that today, too. It'll be something very important to us. But she was joking. I told her, I said, we need to start out a little light, because we might get a little serious in a little while. And she was like, well, what are you going to start out talking about light? And I told her it's my show. And none of the other guests ever know what I'm going to talk about at all, really, besides something about them. So you're no more special than they are.
I know that. Hi, everybody. This is Andrea, as James said.
Yep. And we've got Rocco with us, too, this morning. He's in the floor.
Rocco's here somewhere.
Rocco's our favorite
support dog.
Well, I was going to say our favorite child, but he's my little emotional support dog, and I guess he can count as Andrea's emotional support dog, too.
Yes.
You've seen him before. You've seen him before if you keep up with us. The first thing I did want to talk about, because one thing that many people might not know about Andrea is that she is such a lover of award shows. And we just had a big award show over the weekend. So I had to bring that up. And then we've got award season kind of going on. And award shows, I can give or take them. I know you love to watch them, so I'll watch them with you most of the time. But it's really a bunch of rich people just giving each other awards. And they're not going to give me one anytime soon. So I don't watch as much. And then like with the Grammys was Sunday, right?
Yes.
I don't know any of the I can't even say it. I don't know any of the musicians hardly nowadays, and I know that makes me sound like an old crotchety old dude, but I don't. I don't know a lot of them.
I've always loved the Grammys, and that's one award show that I try to watch every year. And it seems like James always messes that up for me.
Yeah, I tend to ruin it somehow.
Because he does not like to watch it, because he don't know any of the artists. But I do know the artists. I think it's because I listen to the kids' music with them.
Yeah, I mean, they're the only reason I know anybody new from and by new, I mean anything past like 2002 when we had a child. That's kind of when I just stopped listening to music. My dress never changed after that. I'm just stuck in that level.
I will be talking to James about an artist, and he's like, I don't know who that is.
Yeah.
But I know because I've listened to it with First Breeze, or First Stone. I took him to a Black Eyed Peas concert when he was 7 years old.
And you didn't mention also Ludacris was there, and LAMAFO, which I can't even say what that stands for on the radio, but you took my 5-year-old there.
No, 7 years old, and I did not realize he was
I know.
He was playing before them.
Yeah.
I did not know that I was taking my 7-year-olds to see Ludacris, but I knew he loved Black Eyed Peas.
Child Protective Services never took him away from him, so we're doing good.
But anyways, I started listening with Stone and then Breeze and Daisy and Joy. Joy right now, she listens to her own music. She will not listen to my music. And she tries not to listen to James's music when she's in the car with him, but he will make her turn it to something that he likes.
Yeah.
So he's not up on the new upcoming artists like Tyler, the Creator, Megan Thee Stallion.
Hey, wait a minute now. I knew Tyler, the Creator, before you did, because Joy let me listen to his song, Sticky. And I know that song. I also... Who was the other one that she let me listen to? I don't remember now, but she's a huge Bruno Mars fan.
She loves Bruno Mars.
I do like Bruno Mars, but she's opening me up to Bruno Mars music that I've never heard because I just know the radio songs. Mm-hmm. And like I can't even play the song on the radio, but I really like now. It's a song called Gorilla, and it was made in like 2012 or something. But I mean, if you like Bruno Mars and you're not too easily offended, check out Gorilla. Don't get mad if you don't like the lyrics, though. I'm warning you now. I cannot play it on the radio.
Yeah, and some of like the new artists like Chaperone. And
hey, let me tell you something about Chaperone. I found out a lot about her on Sunday, and I really can't talk about much of it on the air. But well,
you better just we just skipped Chaperone.
Well, she didn't come out on the award show as she was dressed on the red carpet. Mm-hmm. On the red carpet, I say she was dressed as a stretch.
Yeah, I'd say so.
But we know a lot about Chaperone now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not a surprise from Chaperone.
I don't know much about her, so I didn't know she just liked to walk around naked. But no complaints.
Yeah.
From me on this.
Let's see. She loves LaVey.
Yeah, her and Daisy both love LaVey, which I don't know her very well, but her music is really it's really peaceful kind of. Hers is. She's more of a
Somber.
jazzy.
She's
Yeah.
a huge fan of Somber.
Yeah. So, but what did you think about the Grammys? What was the?
The main reason I watch the Grammys is not to see who wins. It's mainly to see the performances. I think the performances are always like really good, sort of over the top
Yeah.
performances, and that's what. And it's all genres. It's like you have rap, you have gospel, even you have country, you have just pop, rock, like every genre.
Oh yeah, they had a little bit of something for everybody. And no, the only reason I'd even try to tune in to the Grammys is because I know, like even later that night, but for sure the next day, the social media feeds are just going to be full of haters.
Yeah, there is a lot of haters.
It's just like, well, it's anything nowadays. Like the Oscars, they'll be hating on it for something. There'll be something they're hating on. I don't know. Nobody can just go, it might not be my cup of tea, but hey, they put on a good performance,
Yeah.
All anybody's talking about now is Chapel Roan's outfit, and then poor old Bad Bunny. Well, I'm not saying poor old Bad Bunny. Bad Bunny is rolling in the cash right now.
Yeah.
He's only the most downloaded and streamed artist in the history of mankind, and he's going to be playing the Super Bowl, which is what I was going to segue to when we finish with Grammys. But he wins the album of the year, and I don't know any of Bad Bunny's songs. I've heard a couple just he was on wrestling a couple times. Mm-hmm. Wrestled a match, did a great job. One of the best I've ever seen. Who was a person from outside of the business to come in, took it really seriously.
Yeah.
Just like Jelly Roll. The only reason I know Jelly Roll is because he's been on wrestling.
Yeah.
And I like Jelly Roll. I hadn't really found any of his songs that I just want to listen to in the car. Mm-hmm. Seems like a cool cat, though.
Yeah.
Like, very non-judgmental type guy. Mm-hmm. He'd be wearing this hat, too, But I would like him to speak a little bit more about certain things. Like, he tried to stay a little quiet.
He tries to stay, yeah.
When asked some questions. I understand that. I mean, you don't want to turn anybody off when you're an entertainer.
Yeah, that's what I've noticed is that entertainers have to be very guarded about things that they say because they have a fan base and they don't want to do anything that offends their fan base. So, yeah.
Yeah, so they can't just come out and say what I think they probably would like to say. But that's why people like me are around. and so what Grammys was good. And we got the Oscars will be coming up.
Yeah, that's the thing. I don't love the Oscars. I mean, like you said about the music, I haven't watched many of the movies.
Yeah, this year we've caught a few of them, but not a lot. But that may be another day. We may have to hold that topic, but it's coming up, and it's always a big deal. And we like to pick who's going to win and that kind of stuff. My favorite movie this year, I'll just go ahead and throw it out there. Sinners should win the Oscar. If it doesn't, there's something wrong.
I don't like Sinners is great. I love that movie, so I'd vote for it.
Yeah,
but I don't know a lot of the
other ones we don't
movies.
know.
Like I don't know.
We watched the DiCaprio one that everybody is going on about. And I mean, it was a good movie, but it was not my favorite movie. I probably wouldn't watch it again.
Yeah, I think everybody that was in that movie did a great job, but
yeah, fantastic
like I said,
acting.
It's not my cup of tea. I guess.
Somehow it was given the Golden Globe though for comedy.
Yeah, I don't get that.
For best comedy or musical, and I'm going to say it's not a musical for sure. There were a couple parts that I chuckled at, but it should not be considered a comedy. It needs to be in the drama category.
Yeah. And let me say, I go back to the Grammys.
Yeah, let's go back to the Grammys.
Billie Eilish got Song of the Year. Is it something Feather? But
she's another one I don't know a lot about either.
I really feel like Golden by the K-pop Demon Hunter soundtrack really got robbed because that song played everywhere and everybody knew that song.
I know that song even. And in my house, Golden has played so many times.
Maybe it's just our house, but...
Because our 8-year-old Zuzu, man, she loves some K-pop Demon Hunters. Mm-hmm. And if you're out there and you're listening, I know sometimes, like, Demon Hunters, it sounds awful.
Yeah.
I know, but we watched it. Actually, Zuzu and I watched it one night without Andrea, and it's a great story. It's a good moral. Like it's not demon in it. Is not demon as we think in American terms, American Christianity terms. It's more of a just any evil spirit they're calling a demon in the K-pop stuff.
Yeah, it really actually has a really good moral. If you haven't watched it, I recommend watching it. It's not like, bad.
Right.
I think anybody would get a good, take from it.
That's coming from what we call the moderate Phillips household.
Yes.
Then from the Grammys, let's talk about real quick. We got the Super Bowl coming up this weekend, and boy, that's heating up the social media news feed, and will kind of get us into more of what we were going to talk about today. Bad Bunny is going to be
Is the headliner,
the halftime show performer, and as soon as it was announced, a lot of people were excited because he is the most popular artist in the world right now and has been for several years.
Yes.
Most of his songs are in Spanish. I guess all of his songs are in Spanish. I don't care. It's got a good beat as long as he's not,
I agree. I don't know hardly anything he's saying, but their songs are got a good beat. It's really good.
Yeah. But he's going to be the headline performer. People went nuts. Some people went nuts. Let's say 25% of the country,
Probably
went nuts. 25% loved it. 50% don't care. That's where I'm at. I don't care. I'm going to watch the Super Bowl like I watch it every year. It's very special to me. I'll bring that up when me and the guys are talking about it one day in the next few days. But
you talk with them with Brian about the Super Bowl, but I have to say the only reason I watch the Super Bowl is for the commercials
and you typically like the halftime show too,
and the halftime show.
But I love the Super Bowl halftime show. I think it's always very entertaining. Great artists, not always American artists. Like they've had U2, nobody complained.
Yeah.
Because they speak American. But like yesterday, it went wild because they announced the people who are going to be on the Turning Point USA like alternative halftime show.
Yeah.
Headlined. This is what I love. Headlined by Kid Rock.
That's crazy.
And they're going to be showing it on Trinity Broadcasting Network. Headlined by Kid Rock, the guy who is a wannabe pimp, who talks about all kind of stuff. All his songs are explicit. He's going to be on Trinity Broadcasting Network. Now,
has Pat Robertson agreed to this?
I think
Is
Pat Robertson
alive?
he died. But here's the thing. I grew up in a very, very, what I would call strict Pentecostal church. Mm-hmm. They loved Trinity Broadcasting Network.
Yeah.
Even, as all these big evangelists start hitting the cracks, like Jimmy Swaggart and Jim Baker and all these guys, we still love Trinity Broadcasting Network. Mm-hmm. And I think that we're seeing we're letting Kid Rock come on here and sing. I think we're seeing what we knew was true of the Trinity Broadcasting Network for all these years.
Money.
They don't care about anything but money. Power and money. That's all they really care about.
Yeah.
Every show was send us your money.
What song do you feel like Kid Rock is going to perform on Trinity Broadcasting?
I mean, he's going to make up something American that he's going to sing. He does.
Ba with a ba? Oh, no, is that Limp Bizkit?
No.
That's Kid Rock.
Kid Rock and Cowboy, Ba with a ba, all that stuff. But he does some American songs. I know he did We're an American Band, like he did a cover of it. Mm-hmm. But in the Kid Rock version, it's usually we're an American band, we come to your land, help you party down. Well, instead of party down, he always says, we'll pull your panties down.
Yeah.
And he's going to be on Trinity Broadcasting Network. I love it.
Yeah, I don't know who made that decision, but more power to them.
But we're complaining. We have the side of people who are complaining about Bad Bunny because he doesn't speak English. I mean, he is fluent in English, but he sings in his natural culture. He's from Puerto Rico. Mm-hmm. He's an American citizen. He's an incredible human being from everything that I've read, like even back before he really, really took off crazy in like 2018 or so. He started a charity that helps people in Puerto Rico to kind of get out of the poverty level and be able to help people through that he calls the Good Bunny charity,
Uh-huh.
or
So
Good Rabbit, maybe something like that. It's one of those things. But
you're saying he's not a terrible person?
I'm saying, from everything you've heard, you would think this guy's so bad I cannot watch the Super Bowl halftime show.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Seems like an amazing guy. So I don't know what episode of the Twilight Zone that we are living in at this point in time. Mm-hmm. But I believe we've hit the episode that we may never get out of. You know,
I believe so too.
because we're losing all senses, and then also performing one of your favorite
Yes.
people is Brandy Carlisle. She is Andrea's absolute favorite musician.
If you have not heard Brandy Carlisle, you need to go listen to Brandy Carlisle. She is got one of the best voices I've ever heard. She's a songwriter. She's a mom, and she's just. And I read her book. I've actually got her book, Wild Horses, and it's really good.
I didn't read the book, but you did read a lot of it to me as you were reading through. And again, Brandy Carlisle seems like an amazing human being.
Yes, she
And
is.
and we went to her concert at the Orion Amphitheater in Huntsville, and I really had no idea. I'd heard like one or two of her songs that had been in a Netflix movie, and she was great that night. Now, I didn't know any of the songs, so I wasn't like standing up singing along like I typically would be.
Yeah, you didn't want to go with me. And
Yeah, I
then
didn't wanna go.
You left like she's amazing.
Yeah. So if anybody out there hasn't heard of her, go in with an open mind and listen. And I would think you'd love her music. It's kind of Americana folk music.
Yeah.
It's a hardworking Walker County type music. Like, check it out.
Yeah.
And then one of my favorites, Green Day, is going to be performing. I think they're kicking off or something. I don't know exactly how that's running down, but man, if they could play an American Idiot on Super Bowl this year, that's going to really make my day.
Yeah, I love Green Day. They're one of my favorite rock bands.
And I'll talk with the guys later. We'll have a chat, I'm sure, before and I may be going on the game managers podcast and talking to them some this week about Super Bowl. But I'll give my predictions on it. But I'm going to say I think I'm pulling for the Seahawks.
Who's playing in the
So
Super
you don't even know. Seahawks and Patriots.
Okay, didn't the Patriots play in it last year?
I mean, the Patriots were in it for almost every year for a while when Tom Brady was there, but they've not played in it since Tom Brady left.
Oh, sorry. I don't know.
Yeah.
All I knew was that Taylor Swift's fiance played in it last year.
That was the Chiefs.
Okay.
He plays for the Chiefs.
All right.
Yeah.
I don't know anything about
I mean, we know.
I know nothing about the
I used
Super
to have
Bowl.
to beg this lady when we were first dating to watch the Super Bowl.
Yes.
Yeah.
But I know it's special to you because that was the day that your grandpa
Yeah.
died.
Yeah. My grandfather died in 1992, and his viewing was on Super Bowl Sunday, and it was the only way I could keep my mind off of it, and so I was able to sit there and watch the Super Bowl without
Thinking about your grandpa, yeah.
And every year I watch the Super Bowl and I think about
And
my
you think
grandpa
about
now.
your grandpa, yeah.
He was only the my world's greatest hero. Thank goodness he really was my world's greatest hero. Him and not Hulk Hogan. Hulk
Because Hulk Hogan let you down.
Yeah, he was one of my biggest, but man, he really let me down a few times. I still don't. I'm not gonna hate on him like everybody else did. But all right, so I think we're at 9:29. Let's take the bottom of the hour break, and then we'll come back and we'll talk about the serious subject that we were going to talk about today after we get done with the break. So we'll take a break right now on Live at 9 with James Phillips, and we'll be right back on WJLX. And we are back here on Live at 9 with James Phillips here on WJLX. And talking to Andrea Phillips today. But, hey, before we get on into our conversation, I do want to mention you heard all of our kind sponsors over the break there. But to bring up two really special ones, we got Young's Jewelers. They've been on board with Live at 9 since almost the beginning. We're getting around our 1 year mark of being on the air. And I appreciate you guys listening. I appreciate the growth that we've seen. It's been such a welcome thing for me, and I think the community has really welcomed our show, and I do appreciate that. But Young Jewelers, get down there. Like, how many days is it until Valentine's Day? I should know.
Yeah, you should know.
I should know. What we've got a little over a week, right?
Yeah. I mean, we've got a week and a half, probably.
Okay, week and a half, guys. If you're listening, because ladies, you don't buy yourself anything on Valentine's Day, like, and we know. The guys don't expect anything, let's say anything like a consumer type thing. We don't expect that.
No.
You know, there's other things that we expect, like food, right?
Well, like if you go to the grocery store on Valentine's Day, you're not going to see a bunch of women running in there to grab flowers and chocolate. You're going to see a bunch of men looking for their last minute Valentine's present.
Yeah, but don't go last minute, you know?
No, plan ahead.
Yeah, because you're going to look like a dummy. If you come in with those grocery store flowers and some cheap chocolates that she don't even like at least get her the candy that she likes.
Yeah.
But the main thing to do, go to Young Jewelers. Like, they're the experts at this. They can take care of you. Iris and Debbie will be there, and they will tell you. All you got to do is, like, you probably tell them your significant other's eye color, and they'll be like, hey, this is perfect. You know.
Yeah, they can help you because men don't know what they're doing.
No, we don't know, and I'll be the first to admit it. But most guys think that they know and don't do. Like, all of you guys are not writers, okay? Don't write a poem. You're not going to do a good one. I'm the writer out of this group, okay? Like, and I can barely get a poem out that she's going to care about.
Yeah, and whoever you're with, your wife, your girlfriend, they deserve that you just go in and put some thought into it, you know.
Yes. And the thing is, you can go to Young Jewelers, not put any thought into it. They can do all the thinking, and they can make you look like a genius. So go to Young Jewelers, downtown Jasper. They've been open for over 70 years. They're doing something right to stay open that long. So go check them out. They've got the things you need for Valentine's Day. I know our fearless owner, Jonathan Timmons, he went there to hit Valentine's Day and birthday for his wife.
That's a good idea.
And man, they hooked him up. He did a great. You know, he got good stuff. Also, Jake's on Fourth. They've jumped on board in the last couple of weeks to be a title sponsor for Live at 9. I've been for the lunch a couple of times. I'm actually going to Jake's on Fourth today for lunch. If anybody wants to come, just like hang out and say hey. Myself and at least one other friend will be there. Andrea may show up too. I don't know.
It depends.
I
have doctor's appointments today, so I have to time my time.
They got a smoked bologna sandwich that will knock you off your feet for lunch. So get it. It's got pimento cheese on it. Outstanding. I have not got to have dinner at Jake's yet. I need to do that sometime extremely soon. Maybe a Valentine's gift. I don't know. But
that would be a good Valentine's gift.
But I hear he has the best steaks in town. Everybody has told me his steaks are legit. So,
well, everything that I've had from there, like we've ate lunch there a couple of times, I think, and everything has been great.
Yeah, good stuff.
They know what they're doing.
All right, now we're back to talk about what we were going to talk about from the beginning. If you saw the little description, if you're watching on Facebook or YouTube, we got on the little description, it was like, James Phillips and his wife, Andrea Phillips. And we're going to be talking about a prayer vigil that's coming up at the Walker County Courthouse Square this Saturday at noon. It's actually the brainchild of the lovely Miss Andrea Phillips. Not my brainchild, so don't blame it on me.
No, this is all me. This is not James Phillips at all. This is Andrea Phillips.
When this lady right here feels passionate about something, I first try to say, hey, let's think about this, and then I'm like, yeah, okay, you're great, let's do it. And she's been wanting to do a prayer vigil on the courthouse square for about a month now, probably. Ever since the first shooting in Minnesota where Renee Good died. Mm-hmm. You were wanting to do it that weekend. Hey,
I wanted to go out
and we need to pray.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay, like you have to kind of plan these things, and we can pray here.
Yeah.
And then we'll get some more people involved. So
I wanted to let go that night or the next day and do a prayer vigil, but James taught me out.
I wouldn't say I taught you out of it, but proper planning can be a good thing, and you want to let people know
And
about
then,
it.
more things happened. Things escalated from there. And after the second death of Alex Preddy, I really felt the need that just seeing how Minnesota and the world were reacting to those two deaths. There was a lot of hurting, a lot of fear, and I felt like I needed to do something. And so the prayer visual just seemed to be the right thing to do. So that is what we're doing on Saturday at the courthouse at 12 o'clock. If you want to come pray, we're not only praying for the families of Renee and Alex, we're also going to be praying for Minnesota and our nation.
Well, yeah, and
as well as the leaders of our nation. And
even like we do not want this to come off as an ICE protest.
No.
Like, this is a prayer vigil for our country, for everybody, for our county, because there's a lot of hard feelings even in our county when you look at social media and you see things. The prayer vigil, kind of the rough sketch of the flyer got out on All Things Walker County, and I mean there were like 1,000 comments, and some of them are not very nice. Which, like if you want to show, let's see, what's the best way I could say this on the radio? If you want to show that you're an a-hole, if you go straight to All Things Walker County and you've never spoken up about anything in your life, and we've never, nobody's ever heard from you, and you like to just be that keyboard warrior.
Yeah.
And
there's a lot of those in this county, I think.
Well, and one thing is, like, I'm telling you, like, I love Walker County more than I love just about anything in my life. And Andrea can tell you, like
yeah,
I woke up from dying multiple times talking about how there were still things for me to do in Walker County.
Yeah.
And I think the majority of the people who live here are the greatest people on the face of the earth, whether we agree on politics or we agree on really anything. I still think they're incredible people, because I would not be here today without the people of Walker County. Our family would not be afloat without the people of Walker County.
That's true. Mm-hmm.
But there's a small percentage out there who just like to sit and complain. It's the same people that complain that there's nothing to do for their kids, and I mean, we've always had plenty to do for our kids, but we actually go to things with them is the thing. There's not a place where you can just go throw them out anymore, like our parents used to do.
At the movie theater.
Yeah, and that was probably the reason the movie
That's
theater's
probably
not
why
here.
the movie theater was as bad as it was.
Because you're typically walking on nacho
Just
cheese.
A bunch of kids walking around.
But like nobody listening to the sound of my voice right now can tell me that we don't need prayer and positive vibes in our country right now. With the division in our country, there's got to be a way that we can find unity without it being somebody blows up 2 twin towers. Like that's when we came together. We came together when there's adversity.
Yeah.
Or even locally, we come together when SNAP benefits are gone.
Yeah.
People need food. People come together and they make sure people get fed.
Yeah.
And we come together when there's a tornado,
mm-hmm.
and people's houses are destroyed or people die. And we come together and we fight and we build things back, because that's what we do.
Yeah.
And so I think there's no better thing to do than to pause. This is not going to be a long event. This is just going to be a time for us all to pause. Everyone's invited. I don't care who you voted for. I don't care, what you think about me personally. I don't care what kind of, if you like Coke or Pepsi. Just come and pray on the courthouse lawn. We need everybody's voice. We don't want it to be an argument. All this is to say, hey, God, if you're up there, we all need you.
Yeah.
And like I said, we're going to pray, or I will personally, for the safety of the ICE officers who are out there.
Yes.
I have no doubt that there's probably some good people who have found themselves working for this organization that I don't particularly agree with or think is the proper thing, and the proper things are definitely, in my mind, not being done.
Mm-hmm.
But they're human beings, and they're made in the image of God,
Mm-hmm.
and we're supposed to care about them, and we're supposed to love them and pray for them, and they're not our enemies.
Mm-hmm.
That's not our enemies.
No.
The enemies are the. Let me get in a little bit of a theological discussion. That's the principalities that are out there.
Yeah.
That's the forces that are out there. It's not other people.
Mm-hmm.
And to read things that I've seen on the post about the flyer, people automatically took it as it was a protest. They automatically start saying, like, there was somebody saying, "Oh, this will be great target practice for me."
Mm-hmm.
I wouldn't say that's something to joke about.
No.
But it makes you look like an a-hole.
Well, let me just jump in and say that without the people that has helped us over the years and just loved on us, like, they have really restored my faith in humanity, and really has helped me through some of the comments that I did read. And, there's a lot of people that's messaged me and been concerned for my safety and well-being.
Yeah.
But I try not to let the comments bother me. It's usually the same old people saying the same old stuff.
Well, you just beat cancer, so just some
Yeah.
some loudmouth keyboard warrior really isn't very
Like, I just,
intimidating.
God brought me through cancer, and, like, so you're saying you're going to make target practice out of me? Really don't bother me that much.
Yeah.
I think God's got me.
And honestly, when you look at comments on places like that, you have to do a little math. There may have been, let's say, 500 comments. Out of those, half of them were probably close to agreeing with you, or at least saying, "Yeah, hey, this is all right." And then you got about probably 250 that are not very nice and just absolutely. I mean, I don't know another word to say.
Some of them were terrible. I'd
Yeah,
say.
and they're just awful. But that's 250 comments. Not all of them are from Walker County. We got other surrounding people, and people that just want to get on the internet and give their little opinion. And
I'm going to say
there's
this.
67,000 people that live in Walker County.
Mm-hmm.
That's 250 that might have a bad vibe.
But people will say racism is dead. It's not dead in the South.
No, it's not dead anywhere, and it's definitely not dead here.
If you go read some of those comments, some of them are really like, I'm like, are we back in, like, we're before the civil rights movement? We're way back.
Yeah, and that's
that's how I'm thinking.
But the majority of people who live here.
Yeah, I'm just talking about a few people.
Yeah, I'm just saying the majority of people who live here, all they want to do is they want to work hard and they want to take care of their families and they want to love on their families.
Yeah.
That's all they want to do.
Yeah.
And that's all anybody wants, other than a few people that just want to cause some chaos or make themselves feel bigger than they are.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
But I think that I think anybody who would like to show up, and if you want to get in touch with myself or with Andrea, if there's somebody that wants to sing songs, I really just want Andrea and me both want this to be kind of an open forum.
Yes.
If you have a word to say, as long as it's positive, I want you to say it. And
I have told
if you have
everybody
a song to sing it.
that has said something negative. I'm like, you can feel that way, but there's nothing wrong with praying.
Right.
Come and pray, and you're welcome to pray for whatever you want.
Right.
Nobody's saying you have to pray specifically for these things, but you can
Right.
pray for whatever you want to. But the people who are saying that they're going to interrupt the prayer service and then saying that we shouldn't cause any interruptions during a church service.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
That's pretty hypocritical.
Yeah. Well, the local lawmaker put out that it's going to be a felony if you disrupt the church
service.
And I don't know how many church services have been interrupted or even warned to be interrupted in Alabama.
Our children have interrupted many a church service.
Yeah. Well, yeah. They've never arrested the baby that's screaming. But I'm talking about even like there was one church that was interrupted in Minnesota. Right? Mm-hmm. The only reason it was interrupted is because the protesters knew that a person who worked for ICE was a pastor there, which is quite hypocritical. I mean, would I have gone in and charged into the service and done it the way they did? Probably not.
No.
But I don't think Alabama's jails are already so full that we can't handle it, and we're going to put people in jail for 5 years because they
Disrupt the church
disrupt the
service.
church service. Come on, people, and nobody's going to do that. Like now, I feel like putting the law out there and trying to grandstand and make this a law to make it a felony. That's just going to put it in crazy people's minds of, I might go interrupt a church service.
Yeah. Who in Alabama is going to go disrupt a church service?
Yeah. Like it's just it's one of those. It's like why do we have a law coming up to ban slap fighting? Like we don't need. There's so many things
There's
out there.
so many other things that need to be talked about, like healthcare and education. Like there's so many other things we should put our time and our effort into.
Education. Oh man, we could do a whole show on the Choose Act.
We could.
And the fact that teachers need raises and where's all this coming from? I'm gonna try not to get on my political soapbox today. But
Go back to your theological thinking, because I wanted you to touch on that a little bit more.
What about we don't have a lot of time? What part of it? I mean, I could talk all day on my I will speak to one thing. I've always been called the liberal in Walker County. Most of the time, I've been called the most liberal man in Walker County when I was running the paper, and that was honestly when people started doing that, I kind of just played into it just to aggravate people more than anything else. I'm fairly moderate, but I'm really not very political. I don't go off on these things for a political reason. I'm not a Democrat. I'm not a Republican. I try to let my walk with Christ be what leads me in whatever situation, and I fail every day. Like I am a horrible, horrible person, but I try, and you'll never hear me say that I'm the perfect person, and you'll never hear me say that my opinions are the right opinions. They're just the right opinions for me at that time, and it's what God's laying on my heart.
I've heard a lot of people say that they should have stayed in their lane, that Alex and Renee are criminals, that they were terrorists.
Yeah.
But from everything I've heard, they were both very caring, compassionate people that gave their lives for protecting people. And as far as I can see, if you go back and read the Gospels, Jesus broke some laws.
Well, that whole deal with not interrupting a church service, Jesus would have been arrested and charged with a felony.
Yeah.
If that passes.
And he probably would have been shot.
Well, now he would have, yes. Then I don't think they had that,
No, but he would have been killed.
Yeah.
Well, he was killed. He was killed. What am I
that
talking
very
about?
stuff.
He was killed.
He was speaking against the power of his day.
Yes. So
and now okay, I'm jumping on my soapbox real quick before we go.
I'm saying their families, they lost two people that they cared about and loved for, and it doesn't matter if they were criminals or not. They didn't deserve to die.
Right. Well, and I want to say something to the good people out there, because most everybody who's listening are the good people. It's okay. Like, I have voted for people in the past, and after I voted for them, they did something ridiculous or they did something terrible, and I can say, I wish I hadn't voted for that person. Mm-hmm. Or maybe there's somebody better out there or something like that. All my good people out there who I love and care for, it's okay to say, maybe we need a change.
Yeah.
Like, that's okay. And if you believe we don't need a change, we can have a discussion about it, and I will never get upset with you.
Or maybe they thought that things were not going to be the way that they've started going.
Well, and that's probably true, because there were a lot of promises made in recent campaigns, grocery prices, and, just things like that.
Yeah, and
nothing that's happened.
I agree. The people want to see something done about the illegal immigrants that have raped, murdered, and caused
those people should be out of the country.
Things that
they should be
happened.
the first people that we're going after.
Yes.
But the people who have been living here in peace with everybody for 15 years, or
Yes.
they're trying to get their citizenship, leave those people alone.
I know. If you have not committed a criminal act and you are here, contributing to our society, making it better, We need these people.
Because being being here undocumented is a misdemeanor.
Yeah.
So it will be, if this law passes, it will be less of a crime for them to be here in our country illegally than if you stand up and interrupt a church service.
Mm-hmm.
And it's what everybody's talking about.
Yeah.
And why are we talking about it? I'm not going to get on the conspiracy train because we got to go. But why are we even talking about it right now?
I know.
So, Andrea, anything else before you go? You want to just invite everybody out?
Yeah, I just want to say everyone is welcome. It's a prayer vigil, not a protest. And just come out and pray as a community. Like, we just need to pray as a community. So I'm just inviting everybody to come.
Yeah, everybody. Like, and she means everybody. Like, I hope that one thing that people can say about the Phillips family is that we've never shown favoritism in any way. Like, we have always been friends with people who are across the political spectrum, across the theological spectrum. We can be friends with anybody.
I will put the line down if you're being hateful.
Well, yeah, I mean, if you're being hateful, sometimes for
somebody
our own,
I love.
Well, sometimes for our own good, we're going to have to not talk to you.
Yeah, we'll have to make some distance.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There may be boundaries set, but
yeah, boundaries set.
We don't care as long as you're kind to us.
Yeah,
we're kind to you. I want everybody.
Even if you're not kind to us, we will still pray for you.
We'll still
and
love you.
Hope the best for you in the future. Like,
yeah. But show up on Saturday, even if it's just me and Andrea and our kids there. We'll accomplish what we wanted to accomplish, and that's just praying for everybody that we can pray for. There were a couple of comments about, why didn't you do this for such and such, or why didn't you do this for such and such? Well, it just wasn't laid on our hearts at that time. And every person that was mentioned in as who the such and such is, there were prayer vigils across the country and globe for all those people. Mm-hmm. You know, it just wasn't laid on our heart to do that. You know. Also,
you can always have your own prayer vigil.
Yes, and come pray for those people at this one.
Yeah,
it's more than fine. Mm-hmm. But you know, I do want to tell everybody thanks for listening. Well, tomorrow, let's see, tomorrow we'll have a guest in tomorrow and Friday, and just like I said, Saturday, come out, chill out with us. Like, we're gonna pray. We're gonna hope to just show people that as they're driving by, that all different types of people can come together and be social to each other. Like, that's all it is. Like, we're just going to come together and be people.
And I want everyone to feel like this is a safe place. Like, you can come here and feel safe no matter what you believe.
Right. And you don't have to believe. You don't even have to be a believer to come out and just stand in unity with people.
Community and be unified, yeah.
Like, that's the thing. Or if you're a believer of another religion, come out. Like, we're not cherry picking this. And I would love any church to say, hey guys, they're having this thing on the courthouse square and we need to go pray. So any church that's out there that wants to come, tell your folks, come.
Yeah, there is not a church that is affiliated with this. This is something that I am doing, that I have started with some help of some others, but there's no church affiliation.
Yeah. And so just come out and have a good time with us. That's the thing. Andrea, thanks for joining me this morning. I appreciate it.
Thanks for having me, James.
I hope I didn't take over too much of your interview.
No, you did good. It's fine. I still love you.
Yeah. All right, guys. We'll be back tomorrow morning. Until then, be kind and love. And man, if I ever mean it, it is be kind and love in this time and this period that we're living in, because I think that's what we need more than anything. So we'll see you tomorrow on Live at 9 with James Phillips here on WJLX.